Hi. Hi, I'm Joe Ashby. Welcome back to our live coverage at IBC 2024. You're in the Amagi booth right across from AWS in Hall 5 if you didn't catch that at the last broadcast. I'm joined by Mike Aisbrook, who I've known for a couple of years now. Mike, it's great to have you in the chair, man.
Great to see you, Joe.
I got to tell you, I can't believe how fast time has flown.
I know,
We met each other a couple years ago, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, the time goes by so
Time
fast.
flies.
We've built so much here in such a quick amount of time.
We
We
have.
were literally just saying, 4 months ago, we wouldn't believe we'd have a studio space in the booth, and now we have a studio space in the booth, right?
It
So
looks
it's really,
amazing.
really cool. And we almost turned products out about the same way, right? I mean, you have a little idea, and then it's like, wow, something just
Takes off,
becomes something bigger, and I think that's what you're here to talk to us about today, right?
Yes.
A little thing called Amagi Now.
And Amagi Now is right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So trust me, I don't know a lot about it,
Yeah.
so go ahead and fill me in with some details.
Yeah, sure. So Amagi Now is our SaaS end-to-end media platform. It's ideal for content owners and video service platforms that really want to simplify their content operations. So it's ideal for like fast OTT streamers. And there are a lot of things that we're trying to do across that value prop. Do that through workflow automation, streamlined media management, distribution, and monetization capabilities.
So we've got a lot to talk about, and
Yeah, we do.
I saw your note cards, and you had a little thing about some future stuff coming as well,
Future
right?
stuff, yes.
But I hear you brought a video that we can maybe toss to.
Yeah, of
so
course.
Jacob, if our TD, we all know him by now, if we want to maybe tee up a video and go live with that, and we'll come back and talk about Amagi Now in a little bit.
All right.
SaaS platform offering unified media management and monetization capabilities for delivering and distributing your content to multiple linear and VOD platforms. As owners of content and operators of distribution platforms, you can now orchestrate, manage, and deliver linear and on-demand experiences in a single unified platform. All major platforms are pre-integrated for linear and on-demand distribution. As a multi-tenant platform with a modular approach, it's easy to orchestrate different functionalities to different segments of customers by reusing the same infrastructure components. At the heart of Amagi Now is where content acquisition starts, with a one-time ingestion process via MRSS bulk upload for linear and on-demand. This ensures perfect media synchronization within the Amagi CMS, allowing content managers to effortlessly ingest assets, view, edit, and manage metadata from multiple sources. Leverage AI capabilities with our integration with Amagi Tornado for enrichment of content metadata, enhancing the value and reach of your content. Plan and schedule your content effortlessly with Amagi Planner, our intuitive scheduling tool that's directly integrated with Playout for optimized programming. Planner lets you easily automate scheduling operations with predefined rules for episodic and non-episodic content and reduce complexity by scheduling ads and graphics without any delays. With a choice of segmented playout and advanced playout within the platform, users now have flexibility for all their channel playout and monitoring needs. From simple logo burn-in to advanced graphic formats such as now, next, later, and animated logos, the playout choices support a broad spectrum of graphics, ensuring your content reaches and captivates your audience, providing an immersive viewing experience. For content owners looking to maximize revenue by sharing VOD assets on one or more platforms, Amagi On Demand enables you to distribute your content across multiple platforms effortlessly. Unlike traditional solutions, Amagi On Demand simplifies content delivery to multiple platforms with a seamless, straightforward process, providing visibility status and control of deliveries. Receive rich insights on performance, monetization, and attribution for ad and viewership metrics with Amagi Analytics. Gain the critical insights you need to make informed decisions, optimizing your channels for peak performance and maximum audience engagement. With automation of service orders, Amagi Now shortens the time for onboarding channels and distribution. Self-service lets customers take direct control of their channel branding and monetization parameters to get optimal performance from their content. Learn more about Amagi Now, Amagi's unified media cloud SaaS platform, which simplifies content operations through automated workflows, media management, and streamlined distribution and monetization capabilities.
information there. Where I want to start is content operations.
Sure.
Right, because that's one of the biggest questions we get on top of anything else in the playout space is how do I manage all of the media assets in my library?
Yeah.
How do I process? How do I make that efficient? And how do I make it easier to use that in a lot of different places at the same time?
Yeah, great question. So it's really all about visibility and control. So I think to start with, let's talk a little bit about the ingestion process.
Sure.
Because I think that's really the first step.
Yeah.
And we have a built-in Amagi CMS to help manage all of those assets. But the ingestion process, we make it really flexible and easy.
Okay.
We provide a couple of options for content owners. You can do just standard MRSS feeds,
Right.
custom MRSS feeds. So if you're working for a different vendor, you can actually apply those templates. Or we have something called Drop Zone through an Amazon S3 bucket.
Okay.
So you can just drop in a CSV file and do a bulk upload. And that gives content owners just the right amount of control, visibility. We have real-time ingestion logs, notifications. So they're informed all along the way. And
So Drop Zone isn't just a place where you load it in, but it's also a place where you're getting telemetry data back, and it's providing a lot of guidance as to all the processing happening.
And I think it really zeroes in on our old Unify theme. It's ingest once and delivered to many. And rather than have that redundant amount of work or having duplicate logs, it's all that kind of single source of truth, which I think it really starts there for content ops.
And that's what a great phrase to say, single source of truth. That's something that I used to say all the time back in my old, on-prem broadcast days. It's like the single source of truth. It sat in a server, and that was your main, that was your primary asset, your primary essence, and you would always deliver variations from that. Right?
Exactly.
And so we're sort of bringing that into the cloud in a more concrete way.
Exactly.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
The next thing I wanted to ask you about was automation, right?
Sure.
Because we have great flexibility and capabilities of our automation platform with CloudPort.
Right.
How is that part of Amagi Now, and how is Amagi Now besting and bettering that and changing it?
Yeah, I think really it all starts in our Planner product, which is for scheduling content programming. And we're trying to really simplify that whole process within Planner, even starting with a simple drag and drop process. So being able to drag an asset to a specific time spot can start there.
Right.
But really built into the product, there are a couple of workflow automation settings. One is for ad breaks. So you can actually optimize workflows through ad breaks, determine where those cue points are, their segment markers, being able to optimize that whole process.
Right.
Same with graphics. You can put in maybe a now, next, or later at a different segment point. And then also scheduling, which is really great in that's how we're incorporating, I think, probably what's tie into the next question. How do we use AI and ML to really optimize that whole content programming and using real data-driven information to really make that schedule a lot more engaging for viewers.
Yeah, so it sounds like Amagi Now is really a term that says, if you want to do this fast, you can do it now. If you want to add this in fast, you can do that now too. If you want to add this in fast, you can do that now too. And it just really seems like it's meant to speed up processes for fast channel launch and creation.
We're really zeroing in on a lot of the manual effort and all the tasks.
Yeah.
Getting rid of all the spreadsheets, all the stuff that's done outside of the application to really automate where you can, but really empower the content owners to do something that's a lot more valuable.
Right.
And rather than setting up the schedule day after day after day, making that go by faster, make it more engaging for viewers. So it's a better overall viewing experience.
So cool. And speaking of speeding up those processes, you dropped a hint on me earlier about some next gen things that we might be able to talk about here. Do you want to spill the beans on some of the cool new things that are going to be coming now and in the future?
There are a couple things, and it is kind of like now and distant future.
Now and in the future.
Yeah, that's right. And again, going back to Planner, so we partnered with a company called Argoid that uses AI and ML. And where I'm really interested in this, and I think our viewers would be really interested in this, is that they look at outside sources. So social trends, content affinity, viewership trends, and then you can build up those automation rules. So let's say, I know you're a big romance film guy. Let's just pretend you weren't, all right? Let's say maybe around Valentine's Day, you want to build out your schedule. You want to see maybe there's a certain actor or an actress that's trending on Twitter or
Let's say my favorite
Instagram.
just so happens to be Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. You never know. So building up those rules to be able to then fill those time slots in the schedule using AI, ML, to really make that a lot more engaging and relevant. I think the last thing you want is a stale set of content during a certain period of time.
Right.
So that's one example. Two other examples are, one is a bot that we're rolling out called Hey Maggie.
Hey Maggie.
Hey Maggie.
All right, tell me about Hey Maggie. This sounds cool.
So since Planner is it's built into and incorporated with our playout solution, it's a way of using a bot to say, hey Maggie, go find all of the action content in this month and create a collection of assets that I can then automate in Planner.
Okay, so I want to do, the action month on my action channel or whatever channel, and that's okay. I can just say action content, and it's going to pull up Rambo, and it's going to pull up Terminator. It's going to pull up all of those sorts of action content library instantly.
Exactly.
So what does it do after that? Does it sort of intelligently begin to build my lists and populate things?
It can, yes.
Wow, okay.
So it's really meant to save time. Rather than a content owner going to search for all those assets, building the collections out, it can build that for you and then automatically schedule that in Planner. So again, saving a lot of time and effort.
You mean so they can do it like right now?
Right now, you got it.
Right now,
you got it.
Okay, is there anything else you want me to ask you?
Well,
we're coming up on time, so is there anything else you want to say? Anything else you want me to ask you?
Still, tornado is
tornado,
one of our.
Yes, let's talk tornado.
It's a vortex, but still using AI and ML to look at anything that's ingested, looking at any sort of black frames or opportunities to add in ad markers.
Right.
And it can do that automatically. And using a lot of enriched metadata to really build out those structures, so it makes it a lot easier to find content too.
Wow, that's so cool, Mike. Oh my goodness. Well, we're starting to run up on time, and I got to tell you, it's been amazing to sit here. So you're showing this content, you're showing this capability, you're showing all these features live right now at the booth.
Yes, right now.
So everyone can come and watch this if you're seeing this. Come and visit Mike.
And
he's
Dave
over
Bornstein.
On the other side of the pod, and Dave Bornstein. Yes, we wouldn't want to leave out our good friend Dave and mention him on the show as well. Go visit Mike and Dave at their pod. You're going to get a demonstration of all of this amazing new features and technologies. We can't wait to see you when you come back, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much, Mike.
Sure, my pleasure.
Yeah, it's great having you.
Yeah.